when it comes to skills and talents,
Yeah.
because they are synonymous. Now, there is what you call born skills and acquired skills.
Oh, wow.
Now, born skills, those are those talents and skills that you were born with them.
Okay.
And if it is well nurtured, it explodes
Okay.
and you excel.
All right.
Then acquired skills, you discover that you have passion in what somebody is doing and you decide to learn.
Okay.
Now, the parents have a very big role to play. They don't have the right to choose for their children, but they act as guide for their children. If you discover that your child loves playing with a nail at a very early age,
Yeah.
and you discover that he loves using a stone with that particular nail and trying to nail something, that already makes you to think that God has already given him a born talent, a particular skill in carpentry.
Oh, wow.
So the best thing for you to do is encourage it.
Okay.
And there is another way to discover skills when it comes to children. Now, you buy toys. If you buy toys and you buy several toys, the one that the child concentrates on it the more,
Okay.
know that that is something for you to encourage.
Wow.
It can help that child to explode tomorrow
Okay.
financially.
Wow.
We are not saying that education is wrong, no.
Uh-huh.
It is not wrong. But there is one thing, education, the number of certificates you have, if you cannot get a job, how will you fit yourself tomorrow?
Yeah.
That is a question we have to ask ourselves. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kimbi Bertrand, for that contribution. But I also believe that most parents will think that it's a waste of time. You know, let's bring it down to the most common way of explaining this. So our people would best understand that we're talking about what their kids carry inside, or what you're talking about. So can you please tell our viewers and I what a skill is?
Okay. Now, a skill
Yes.
to Kimbi is the ability for you to create something out of the normal.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
The ability for you to create something out of the normal. A skill to me is innovative thinking.
Oh, okay.
Innovative thinking. You believe that if you use this cable or you use that particular cable, if you join it together, it can produce electricity. And you should know that skills is just manifestation of your thoughts in action.
Wow. A manifestation of your thoughts in action.
Yes.
Where they can actually birth. They can actually give you money in the long run and create you an opportunity to fend for yourself, to be self-employed. And as a teacher, I believe you come across a whole lot of students, and you come across a lot of children who you teach, and they are actually fun. I can imagine how fun it is to actually teach kids and get to know what they think and how they actually go extra miles to be innovative. So do you think that these children were actually in the class where they are, did they actually excel in their set subjects because they paid more attention to it, or because it was what they wanted to do?
Okay, as a teacher, I have had several experiences when it comes to children.
Yes.
You will realize that the intelligent quotient of students, it differs.
Oh, wow.
There are certain students who have very low IQs. I'm talking of intelligent quotient.
Yeah.
But when it comes to something productive, which is physical,
Yes.
they excel better than others.
Wow.
Now, and when I see that kind of a situation, the first thing is I will not discourage that child. The first thing is get close to the parents and say, if this thing is not going, put this guy here, he will excel better.
And the parents actually follow?
Definitely, some parents, they will follow it. But because of our society, that we think that it is only academics that can make somebody have something better in the future tomorrow, you will realize that a child's parents will force a child into the medical field when that child is a pure artist.
Okay.
That's like putting square pegs in round holes.
Okay.
And the end result of that is failure.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It's failure.
So it's important for parents to pay attention to where their kids excel best. So you don't go home and you're trying to discipline a child for being actually not unproductive in an area where he or she doesn't want to, or he or she is not best gifted in, no matter how much of their best they put into it. And viewers, our question is still on the screen. Our question is still on the screen. Should parents allow their children to choose the career path? Should parents allow their children to choose their career paths? And if yes, tell us why. If no, tell us why. Our contact is still on the screen, and it is 6780288885. 6780288885. Our contact is there. We are waiting for your contribution. And back to our guests, because it is always about our guests and you, our viewers, right? And not about the host. So now, Mr. Kimbi, after being a teacher, I believe you, before getting to the point of becoming a teacher, you've been a child at home, you've been a brother. So how was growing up when it comes to picking up a career?
Okay, now I'm going to use my life story
Okay.
to tell you everything about me.
Okay.
When I was growing up, my father would always call me doctor.
Oh, really?
He will always call me doctor. And he calls me doctor because when somebody has a wound, I will be the first person to rush to that person and try to treat that one.
Okay.
But when it comes to the acting field, because I'm an actor too, when it comes to acting, I perform so well. I act dramas, I dance.
Wow.
And I realized that I could teach people. So when, with that thought of saying that doctor, I went and started doing the sciences.
Okay.
This is a testimony that's going to change you. I started doing the sciences. And when I wrote the GCE, it happened, I failed woefully.
Oh, wow.
I had a U in chemistry. I had an E in physics.
Oh.
I managed to have a C in biology and English language with a religion. I passed those subjects. But looking at it, I asked myself, I can excel better in the arts field. What happened is that I went back there, forgetting the notion that my father always called me doctor. And when I got there, I excelled better than those who had even been there before me.
Oh, wow.
So you will realize that growing up, my father wanted to encourage what he thought was good for me, but I knew what was best for me.
What was best for you?
What was best for me.
Yeah.
And today, I am an art teacher. I teach literature.
Okay.
I can teach even history.
Okay.
I can teach even economics.
Oh, wow.
But you should know that if is that I had a focus on what my father wanted to tell me, I could have gone out of trail.
Oh.
And then public speaking is my thing.
Oh.
People always say, teachers, you are talkative. Yes, from bed I used to talk. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, that's really amazing. So parents want what is good for their children. So, but it's also important you know what is best for your child. And you also encourage them in what is best for them, because they also know what is best for them. And they know how to go about it, because that is what they know what to be creative about. And now, we have this other question for our guests, which is really amazing too. You say, without a skill, are there actually people without a skill? Because most of the times, parents will tell you that this child actually doesn't have this skill. Or you go into a home, you meet a parent, and they'll be like, no, that one, if we don't push him, in normal pidgin, they will say, if we not push the one, so go do anything. So now only for the pushy, they go. Does it mean the child is actually dumb?
Okay, the child is not dumb. Nobody was born dull. Nobody was born stupid.
Yeah.
There is one thing Gary Robert will tell you in the book, The Millionaire Mindset.
Okay.
He will tell you that you have to magnetize your mind to
Okay.
positive thinking.
Alright.
Now, once you start telling a child from small that you are a yam, you are a fowl, you are a fool, you are building a foundation in that child's mind. And that is what that child will live with.
Okay.
But once you tell the child that you are great, you can think positive,
Yes.
he grows with that.
Yeah.
So, what the foundation of everything matters. A solid foundation will definitely give you a solid building.
Okay.
A weak foundation will definitely give you a
weak
crumbling building.
Yeah, that's true. So parents, please speak positive words into the lives of your children so they can know their worth and they know they are capable and able to do things. Please, parents, brothers, elders, speak positive words into the life of your children. Now, viewers, don't move from your seat. Please don't move from your seat, because we are still getting started. And our question is still on the screen. Should parents allow their children to choose their career paths? Should parents allow their children to choose their career paths? Tell us why. If you think it's yes, and if it's no, tell us why, because we really want to know. We really want to know, and our contact is on the screen, and it is 6780288885. 6780288885. Don't move from your seat. If you're going to get a glass of water, please hurry up and get it, because we are just getting started. So see you right after this break as we wait on you to get back.